Welcome, everybody. Isolation Nation. It's great to be with you here. I'm Ben Gleib, 1/3 of the quarantine, and this is the Social Distancing Social Club. It's the best way to socialize with other people when there's no chance of them breathing on you, giving you virus eyes. I don't know how you conjugate virus. Viru. The point is, it's safer at home. Vaya con Dios. Really nice. I just realized after 37 days of quarantine this morning that I have a backyard. Didn't realize that fact. Went outside, got a little sun. It was wonderful. And I realized that my gardener and pool guy has been coming into the backyard this whole time, and I might have just stepped into a non-safe, germ-infested area. So it was a real up and down morning for me. I hope you're well. And it is now time to introduce to all of you the man of the hour every day from 5 except Mondays and Thursdays. Please give a warm quarantine Isolation Nation welcome to Steve Hofstetter.
Hello. Thank you, Ben. Ben, I have a theory that you and I are each 1/4 of the quarantine. So is Bowers, and then his jacket makes up the 4th quarter. We're happy to see y'all again. Thanks for coming out here. As always, if you want to support the show, that is how it works. Throw in a super chat on YouTube if you're watching on Venmo. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Venmo, you want to Facebook us. Appreciate that. Apparently I've been hanging out with Ben's pool guy. I'm getting sick too. So if you want to kick us a Venmo, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, we certainly appreciate that because YouTube doesn't take any of that money. So throw us a Venmo. It is on the top right of the screen. You can also PayPal us. That is at laughfromhome.com. And when you go to laughfromhome.com, you can find out about sitting in the front row. Join our live video audience. Ben, you want to tell people a little bit more about that?
I would love that. The live video audience is an experience like no other. Some say it's a virus-free cruise of a lifetime. You get, people by the thousands are joining us in the chat rooms, but only a select up to 10 per episode can join us in our live video audience. You go to laughfromhome.com. Purchase a ticket right there. They are just $10, and you get to be here with us in the front row, as are some of our favorite people here. A hello to Carrie M. Welcome back.
Hello.
Great to be with you. I don't appreciate the shit talking yesterday. I'm sore at you.
My
Christina
apologies.
Avery. It's all good. Christina Avery, hello.
Hi.
Thank you for being with us. Brittany Thurston, hello. How is Mrs. Howell? So very stupid. Kevin E., hello to you.
Some of them are muted. If you wait for them to say hello, it's going to be a very long show.
I'm not going to do that. Hello, Erica Smith. We've got Johnny.
Cheers from Chicago.
And hello. I don't know what he said. What did he say?
Cheers from Chicago.
Oh, hello. Running Wild is back. The beard is longer than ever. We've got Dana Serafice. I hope I said that correctly. We have Carolyn Melvin and the entire Melvin crew.
Hi.
And we've got Chrissy Kellum's back. Bauer's girlfriend is alive. We didn't know. And Alexandra, Deanne Lassiter.
No.
Right? You don't look like a Deanne. You don't look like a Deanne, but I respect the name I read. What's your name?
That's not how you pronounce Deanne either. So
Deanne.
Dean?
Say it. Dean?
Dean.
Yeah.
Dean does not need an E at the end. You are right.
Oh, well, it's not how you pronounce Deanne either, or whatever you said.
By the way,
God, no, I went through all of school on every substitute day, waiting for the teacher to call out my name, and they always said Deanne, and I sunk deeper and deeper at my desk.
this is why we need to do roll calls so much quicker. So
With us, Alexandra. And of course, we have Rachel on the chat. Hello, Queen.
Hello.
I'm also really glad that there was a mispronunciation that was before Rachel even said anything. So that was and to take the bullet.
That one was not my fault.
And in addition, hopefully we got to everybody. If not, let's just start over. We can go through each one again just to make sure. But also, we have two amazing comedians with us who we're going to introduce a little bit later. Monica Nevi and Bill Squire are with us. We're very excited to have them here. They're going to be performing stand-up a little later on in the show. But for now, we are going to introduce our special guest. And to do that, the third leg of the quarantine, and his jacket, which is the fourth leg. Please welcome the man who had the #1 comedy album in the world for 2.5 days before it disappeared off the charts completely. Please, everybody, warm welcome for Mr. Chris Bowers.
Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I didn't drink yesterday. I was too hungover, so I'm back on the off the wagon today. I hate to call it, but today we're drinking extra, so we're doing that. And also, I was 13th yesterday because I think somebody bought one. So every time you buy one, I go back in the chart. The charts aren't that complicated. So
it is very sad to learn how few people are buying comedy albums.
Well, they stream them now, Ben. They don't need to buy them. They just buy them to be friendly. It's nice. It's just a nice thing to do.
Strong point.
Whatever. So like, no one sold an album on iTunes for fucking 8 years. That's why if you don't sell 10, you're not. It doesn't matter.
Great way to get people to buy your album, Bowers, just to tell them literally not to.
Well, my problem is I just got to be honest. Like I had a fake Rolex for like 5 minutes. Every time I'm like, it's fake. I just can't. I just can't bullshit, man. It's just not possible. But I do want to introduce one of my actual very best friends. He's our special guest today. He was on the show Making the Band, which this is a 20-year anniversary last week, and the band O-Town. So which is just put out a new album. That's amazing. I love all their new stuff. I love all their old stuff. It's one of my favorite bands. I've seen them 10, 12 times live. They're awesome. They're very funny. Trevor Penick. Let me hear it for Trevor Penick.
Cheers to the quarantine.
Thank you, Trev. Now, is that a green juice you're drinking there?
Yes, this is a green juice.
Because you decided now. Trevor, every year for Lent you don't drink, right? For 40 days you don't drink for Lent.
Yeah, it's 47.
Yeah. 47 days they don't drink. And was that a smart move in the middle of a quarantine? Has that made this easier or harder?
A little bit of both. You definitely have had those days, but you know what I love about it? It checks my discipline. I got through it. Tomorrow's the day. I get to drink tomorrow. That's the most important thing.
We should have had you on tomorrow.
I have a green juice related question. I got one of these like naked juice, big old containers, green juice things, and it doesn't expire for like another month, but it does not say anywhere on there consume within 7 days of opening. So I opened it like 3 weeks ago. Can I still drink it?
I would say no. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
why wouldn't they say 7 days?
Weirdest part is that green juice actually started blue.
It was referred to as orange juice.
Yeah, what you have there, Ben, is called a blue Powerade, and throw it away.
Yeah. So Trevor, I gotta say, we've had a ton of wonderful guests on this show. A lot of famous people from various different realms. You know, an actor from Harry Potter, and baseball and football players and comedians. But you have a very specific fan base where, like, when I mentioned to people you were going to be on the show, people lost their shit. Like, it was in a way that didn't have, like, other times we were like, oh man, I'm a fan of that person. But people were like, what? And then they were very excited. You get that a lot?
I guess. I don't know, man. I thought you guys were like, I was the first person that was not being paid to be here. I'm like, they stepped down the ladder a little bit. They're coming out of the boy band guys. The show's already been on that long? I mean, I'm just glad to be here, man. Let's go. I love to get my face in front of new people.
Yeah, we're actually booking alphabetically, and we're at T now. So
okay, great. All right. Okay.
Well, you were also the first celebrity guest we've had that joined us in the live video audience first.
Yes, I was. I have been in the live studio audience. Yes, I've seen a couple of these shows, and that's what I wanted to say. Rachel, my name is Trevor Penick. Trevor Penick.
That is a man who knows the show.
Rachel,
Trevor,
you're my favorite.
I do have a question
Love
for
you,
you.
Trevor.
So, and I'll say this: I've known Trevor for about 8 or 9 years now, and Trevor, you were one of those boy bands that the Lou Pearlman was the manager that stole all your money, right? So you were how long was the first O-Town experience? Like how from start, like from the show till like
from making the band till it was done? It was about 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. Yeah. Great.
Now, how much money did they pay you at the end of that 4 years? Like, what did you make for being an O-Town?
You know, this is what
you have two
no.
platinum albums, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how I like to answer that. So basically, if I was to come up to you as a 20-year-old kid and your dream was to sing and dance in front of people and like have fans, and I said, hey, you want to come do this for me for 4 years? You don't got to worry about paying any rent. You can have all the fun in the world that you want. You'll be able to do cool celebrity shit. You'll be a celebrity. You won't have to worry about anything for 4 years. And after it's done, I'll give you $1,500. Would you do it?
Whoa.
Hell yes. And I'll do it again.
Trevor,
So
I have $1,500 to offer you, but none of the other stuff. I apologize. I have none of the other stuff.
Exactly.
But that's true, Trevor. You left O-Town with $1,500, right? So I mean
I mean, I probably could have not spent the way I did, but I also could have gotten paid by the man that was supposed to pay me too. But whatever, man. You live and you learn. It's all good.
Damn. Is he still with us? Is he still alive?
He is not. He died in prison.
Oh,
reap what you sow. Yeah, he died in prison. So yeah,
that's a shame.
And now I'm part of a legitimate company that still tours, and it's great, man. I still get to do what I love. It's awesome.
Now, what exactly did he go to prison for? Like, what was the
Ponzi scheme? Like hundreds of millions of dollars Ponzi scheme.
Oh wow! Because I was gonna say, I wonder, like, what is the law of like tricking 20-year-olds into being in a boy band? Like, I don't know if that's the law. I guess it's fraud somehow, but like,
right.
But it makes sense that he would also be like a Ponzi scheme type of person.
Yeah.
Trevor, what does the O stand for?
Well, it depends who you ask. It could stand for orgasm if you depending on who you ask.
That's if you ask Bowers.
Generally,
If you're in a
what's that? Orlando. Yes.
That's probably better if you're in a band full of boys to not make it stand for orgasm.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not.
I thought it stood for, we should have read this contract.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's good. That's good. What's well, never mind. The facts of life don't matter. That's all good. That was fun.
Yeah. I also
Yep.
Christina Avery in our front row here said something about being super drunk in front of Chris Bowers at an O-Town show in Ohio, which if you're in Ohio, like, do you do, because they have that whole like song about like, high in the middle and round on the ends, like Ohio, and they're big into the O. If you're in a place like Ohio or Oklahoma or something, do you just lie to them and be like, that's what the O stands for, and then get like, cheap applause?
No, you can't. That's just fraudulent right there. You can't do that. You can't give people false hope.
Steve, that's the musical equivalent of "Give It Up for the Troops." It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
I got an applause break 6 times. You said "Give It Up for the Troops" 7 times. Shut up, dude.
Yo, I was at a show once where the feature and the MC were arguing about who got to say "Give it up for the troops."
Oh no!
The feature was selling a shirt that said "Give it up for the troops." It was like, but then how do I do the toast if I can't say "Give it up for the troops"? And I was like, oh my god, I need to play better venues. This was a long time ago. In Michigan.
I had a headliner in Michigan that was his closer. I was featured. His closer was, And guys, if you don't remember anything else I've said tonight, just remember, give it up for the troops. And then he left to that applause. He left to the troop applause. That was his good night, everybody line. I was like,
Wait, this was the headliner?
yeah, and that was his closer of his
That's
set.
the saddest part of the story. At least mine were the openers. You had to open for that guy.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Really lame, but it's a perfect time to transition to some merch I'm now selling on my website. Army hats and Marine coins, if you're interested. You can get them at bengleib.com. Fifth edition.
It's www.bengleibgetsitupforthetroops.com. That's where you get all your
Yeah.
troop-related merchandise.
And I do give it up. With every purchase, I bang the troops.
You're like Tom Shoes, but for the troops. I love that. That's great.
Listen, I care. How much do you care about the troops? That's the question.
Yeah, some people put a ribbon on their car. Some people go a little further.
Rip it on their cock and they say, "Happy birthday, happy birthday, Sergeant." You know.
Yeah. Trevor, what
Yes.
of those? So those 4 years.
Yes.
Can you pinpoint a single experience or, in those 4 years that stands out to you as like, holy shit, that was all worth it?
Oh, I mean, geez, there's tons of them. The entire experience, everything. Let's see. One time after 9/11, we got to perform like DC at like the RFK Stadium at the time. Like Aerosmith, like a 9/11 tribute show that we got to be on the stage for with that, like Stevie Wonder. Like it was amazing. Things like that. We're always like, whoa, look what we're doing right now. This is crazy. There's 80,000 people out there in this big stadium and scream, God, USA. It was awesome. So many of those types of moments. Yeah. So many of those
most people's biggest moments in their life is going to a show like that. So like,
Right.
yeah.
And I just want to clarify, Trevor's not implying that made 9/11 worth it.
No, he's not saying that. He's
By
not
the
saying
way,
We actually,
and
we
Ben
had
knows
a
because
concert.
What's that, Trevor?
Oh no! I was saying we had a concert in Manhattan, in New York City, on 9/11 that night.
Whoa.
We have a concert, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm guessing it got canceled.
yeah.
Okay, just checking, because otherwise that Lou guy is an asshole. Like that is.
Go on, boys.
Yeah.
You also went to Britney Spears' 21st birthday party, weren't you at that as well? Is that part of it?
Yeah. I was at that. That was a lot of fun. That was when she was with Justin Timberlake at the time. I remember every hour on the hour, we were at a club for her 21st birthday, and every hour on the hour, she had to go back into a private room and open up a present from Justin Timberlake. I said,
Damn.
Jesus, this guy is a baller. What the hell?
Every hour on the hour, like that
every
is.
hour for like the 3 or 4
Was he
hours
there?
we were out at the club. No, he wasn't there. They were out on tour, and she was on tour, and so he set all that up. I'm like, geez, wow.
That's I mean, it's both impressive and also when you have that kind of money and that kind of power, you can just have a present person. Like that's just a person in your life.
Right.
Her job is just getting everybody baller gifts, and you just call them afterward and be like, "Did they like
This
it?"
is
Be
what
like,
you
"Yeah,
got.
what was it?"
Yeah. Like in Liar.
Yeah.
Rachel, we have any chats coming in? Or how are we doing on Venmos? We got anything coming in yet, guys?
We got a couple. Kevin Eldridge threw in $15 and says, "For the laughs." Thank you, Kevin. Aviv Braffman threw in $2 with a happy face. So much appreciated. Those are the Venmos that came in. What do we got on Super Chat, Rich?
Yeah, so we've got we had a Facebook comment from Brett Steinbrook, and he said, "We all need more TP now." Trevor Penick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love that. I love it.
It's very clever. We had the 4 show flip give $3 and just a thanks emoji. Jordan's back. He gave $5 and said, "Thanks again, all of you. Keep the laughs going." The meatloaf comment yesterday was great. And Ben, you owe us that book, by the way.
Nice.
I'm working on it. I've been working on it, parenting tips, and I've got a new parenting tip for you guys today. If you have a child, check in with them once every couple days.
Good tip. That's a good tip, Ben. Is that
Yeah,
chapter 2?
Yeah, just take a break from banging the troops and just call out to your kid.
My book is going to be called Just the Tips. The best way to.
Just the tip, the best way to parent your child is. Oh God, that makes up for every terrible thing you've ever said, Ben. That is so
Give hours.
All right, I think it's about on that great note, it's time to introduce the game and then our first comic. Are we ready for that, everybody?
Yes.
Are we good for that?
Yeah.
All right. So
Let's
today's
do the game.
And we're trying to keep this kind of not about the quarantine, but occasionally we're gonna have a game that we're gonna call Quaranthemed, and this is a Quaranthemed game. Today's game is Quarantine a Band Name. So Pandemic at the Disco would be an example. So Quarantine a Band Name. As always, if you put $5 into the Super Chat or into the Venmo or the PayPal, $5 or more, doesn't have to be just $5. Any $5 minimum, you're in the contest. If you win, you get all the albums from the 3 guests or the 3 hosts. I'm sorry, 3 hosts on the show, and you get a ticket to the front row to a future show. So there you go. So come to the stage right now. Here we go. I love this comic. She's awesome. She came to Maury's a bunch when we owned the club. She has a documentary series on Amazon Prime called 80 for 80. Give her Monica Nevi, everybody. Give Monica a big hand.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me. Oh, I'm excited. I've missed you people. I am trying to take care of myself, though. I did just start, finally, a vegan diet. It's just vodka and cigarettes, but it is vegan. Technically, I'm in a relationship, which is exciting. One, because I was single for like a really long time. I'm a stand-up comedian by profession, so it's not easy with this job. I travel all the time. I would still try, though. I did go through heartbreak for the first time in a long time, a couple years ago, and you forget how bad that hurts, right? But I did what I think a lot of people do, at least a lot of women, because there's this hole here, so you just try and fill it with dicks. And, at the right shape, it turns out. It did not help that much. It's never what you think it's going to be, though, right? Even if you've been together for a long time, you try to plan something romantic, it never goes the way you think it's going to go, right? We'll take a bath together. Let's take a bath together. And then you have to fit 2 adult humans in a regular size bathtub. And you're like, well, at least the floor is wet. It's such a weird thing to do. Get in here, we'll wash each other. Let's wash each other. And you get out and you're like, well, my boobs are the cleanest they've ever been. Thank you. Cosmic, thank you. I'll take it. Really focused on that area. I do want kids. I know that's not very millennial of me. I do want kids. It looks very scary, though. It looks very scary to be a parent. And how do you not make them weird? Right? Like every person, there was something that your parents did or your family told you that you thought was totally normal until you were an adult and your friends are like, hey, that's weird as fuck. Could you stop doing that, please? But you don't know until then, right? Like I had a friend until we were 22 years old. He thought that every single person, every single time you took a shit, you got completely naked. We only found out because we were in a bar. And another friend went to the restroom and all of his clothes were draped over the top of the stall. Thought he was sick, you know. I used to work with kids during the day. I think that's part of it. I used to work with kids during the day. And I will tell you that when you work with other people's kids, you do not want them. That is a normal thing. When you work with other people's kids, you do not want them. And the parents would always say that. They go, it's different when it's your kid. You're going to want one. It's different when it's your kid. And I was like, yeah, it fucking better be. Your kid is an asshole. It's that they're weird. Like kids are weird. So you got to go and pick them up. Right. And then I'm afraid of other people's kids. That's more of the, like, they're so sweet though. That's the problem. They come up and they're like, hey, what if we have a play date? And then you can have a play date with my parents and you guys could be friends too. And I'm like, what's your name again? Diesel Freedom. I'm not going to be friends with your parents. That's not going to happen. I'm a weird person. Like if we talk in real life, you'll be like, she seems normal. Social cues gets them, right? If you get me in a small space, something happens to my brain where I don't know what to say to people, like an elevator or a restroom. I was at a rest stop, had the automatic water. I'm washing my hands. There's 3 other sinks, and this lady can't get any of them to work. She's doing that stuff, right? So she looks at me and she shrugs. And then I said, maybe you're dead. Wrong answer, you guys. It was the wrong answer. Maybe she was dead. I can't stop thinking about it. Do snort sometimes. Sorry. I am weird, and I get it. We're all different. We do things differently. That's fine. I'm a visual learner. Makes it easy for me to visualize things, and sometimes that's a bad thing. Right? We were standing around, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, sex is like pizza because even when it's bad, it's good," or whatever. And I said, "No, sex is like pizza because it's always way more greasy than you want it to be." And unfortunately, that gives me this mental image of like this big greasy guy trying to get on top of me. And I'm like dabbing him with a napkin. That's gross. I know. Sorry. This has been very, very nice. Are you counting my snorts? Somebody's counting the snorts. It's inappropriate. Okay. Well, that was very fun. Thank you guys so much for having me and letting me do some stand-up. Thank you.
2 snorts for Monica. Nice.
Yeah. It's only a 5-minute set. That's why it's more normally.
By the way, Monica, the fill a hole with dick joke. I just picture like one of those kids puzzle games, you know, where they have the square and the square and the triangle and the triangle.
Yeah. That might actually be where it's the wrong shape. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Monica, it was really fun watching your set, especially because I don't know how Zoom determines what 4 boxes I get to see during the sets, but it was you next to the Melvin family, and I enjoyed. Thank God the father is sitting in the back because he's laughing very hard at some jokes that his daughter does not need to know he was laughing at.
That's always my goal. Good. Here to make it awkward for you. Great.
If you guys enjoyed Monica, as many people already have, and thrown in tips, what you do is you kick in a tip. You can do the Venmo, top right of the screen, or of course you could do PayPal, laughfromhome.com, or super chat through the YouTube. We've already got a couple coming in. Tyler Stevens throws in $2.50 and says, for Monica, awesome set. And Z Bunster, our favorite supporter, biggest supporter of the show, throws in $15 and says, for Monica, I like dry wit and I cannot lie. Nicely done. And then Brittany Thurston from our front row says, for Monica, sorry I counted your snorts, hilarious. Other people's assholes.
It's worth it. Sorry, I would have done more if I knew you were going to tip more.
Yeah. Snort. It's important. Rachel, we got anything coming in on the YouTube?
Yeah, we do. People are first loving this contest. I can't keep up with all the entries. We've got some stuff for Monica coming in. Josh Proddy said, snorting is fine. We got 11 of them yesterday.
During Daniel Muggleton's show at Nowhere, there was a snorter in the crowd. And so it became a thing to count. It was great.
I do miss like a good call and response audience member who also snorts. Like I'll snort and then they snort back and forth, and it just goes on forever.
I spoke at a conference once where there was a high school girl that she would, when she started to laugh, she would sneeze. She would go, and they would count how many times she sneezes. And my record was 27. She sneezed 27 times, which was my personal record, but it was very funny.
We also had Revel gave $3 and said, love the set. Or I'm sorry, $2. Love the set. Here's $5 for the snorts. And then realized he didn't pay $5 and then gave an extra $3 and said, whoops, there's an extra $2.
Nice.
Thank you for fixing your math. That's nice.
Heather Scott, $10. Monica, great set.
Thank you.
And we've got some generals coming in.
Yeah, I'll read some generals as well. We've got Shoshana McHenry threw in $15 on the Venmo. Thank you much, and put a bunch of laughy emojis. Devin Cummins says thanks Steve for the constant entertainment with $10, which is awesome. Kevin Carlin threw in $5 for laughs. Daniel Graves, that's a contest entry. Never mind. We're getting a bunch of those. Ninika. I'm doing the Rachel. Nina Erika. I put 2 words together. Threw in $5 Australian. Says for Monica, great set. Love the snorts. You should do. You know how they do like a walkathon where you'd be like, how much you want to sponsor me per mile?
Per snort.
Per snort. Pledge per snort.
Well, it'll work. But you already made up our celebrity couple name with Ninika, so that's fine.
Yeah. And then Ellen Shaw throws in $5 and says, hooray for squeaky clean boobs, and I agree.
Nice. Yes. Thanks.
Rich, we got anything coming in?
Yeah, we got Jalfi threw in €2 and said, I forgot to tip. I really enjoyed the set. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Jalfi. Fantastic.
So Monica, so you're in Seattle now? Is that how it's going?
Yeah, Seattle area. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you coping with this? What's the most fun thing you've done during the quarantine? You're taking advantage of some fun stuff, or?
I mean, honestly, I've been somehow more structured since it's been quarantine. Like, because normally during the day I'm working on comedy stuff and then waiting to go at night, but now I just work on comedy stuff all the time. So I've actually got like more content than I had before. So
by the way, Bowers is also the only person who would phrase a question during the quarantine that way. Be like, how fun has it been for you?
Right.
You've been really enjoying it?
Yeah.
You've been taking advantage of all the fun stuff, staying inside and eating frozen pizzas and hot dogs and wearing tuxedo jackets? Oh wait, that's just me.
I'm just saying that there's going to be a moment in time where we're all going to look back and we had 3 months off all at the same time and feel like we squandered it a little bit. I understand what you're saying, but fuck, let's have a good time. I mean, we have to stay home anyway. We might as well have fun doing it. I mean,
my answer was work.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, all I can say to that, Bowers, is when is your late night set of classic Sinatra standards?
He's one of my 3 people living or dead I have lunch with. It's
just lunch.
Well,
just
I'm saying
not dinner.
That question.
Never dinner.
Dinner, whatever. I'm saying it's Sinatra, Hugh Hefner, and Aaron Sorkin. Those are my 3.
By the way, what a weird meal when Sinatra shows up agreeing to this, and then there's only frozen pizza. And he's just like, what? Hi.
What's with the ridiculous jacket, baby?
As long as there's whiskey there, Sinatra doesn't give a shit what you eat. People like me and Sinatra don't worry about food. It's all about
then Hugh Hefner sees the jacket and be like, did you steal that from me? Where did you get that?
Yeah.
What would you ask Hugh Hefner?
Here's the thing impressive about Hugh Hefner. He had the greatest timeline of all time. He died 1 month before Me Too. Wow, that's timing. Good, nice work, Hugh. I mean, Jesus Christ. You bang 2 girls a day till you're 90 and then die a week before that's a problem. It's fucking. I mean, nice work. I'm just saying.
I don't think banging 2 women a day has ever been a problem. It's still not a problem.
No, I'm saying he would have gotten a lot of shit if he'd still been alive. He'd have been Me Too for sure.
Wait. Can we explain this joke more? I don't think we're in. I love that literally Ben refused to.
Making fun of me or Ben. I don't know which one of us you're making fun of.
I was making fun of the idea that Ben decided to not only not yes and your joke, but he didn't yes and a joke about Me Too. Like that is.
Because I'm not allowed to have sex with 2 people at once anymore. I mean, as much as I want to yes and, I'm not ready to give that up.
All right, that's fair.
I've attacked Ben's way of life, everyone. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was such a big part of your.
Now,
Huge
of
part
course,
of
the
my life.
problem is that Ben only does that with soldiers. So after a while,
Yeah. I like to make sure I give love to all branches. Five branches. Now 6. Now we get the Space Force, so I got extra work to do.
by the way,
Trevor,
speaking of that, go
I
ahead.
have a question for Trevor. Trevor, how many times have you had sex with 2 people in a day?
And what branch of the military were they in?
You don't have to answer the question, Trevor. I just want to see your face of that recognition while you silently counted in your head of a number you're not going to tell us.
Trevor is sitting there going, "Only 2?" No, Trevor,
you're
I was going to ask a much more respectful version of that.
Let him
question.
answer that one first. All right.
Okay.
No, I'll plead the fifth on that one.
All right. I was going to ask. I was going to ask, was there, in those 4 years that you were on tour with O-Town, was there a time that you had a serious relationship, or were you single the whole time?
I didn't get a serious relationship until right at the end. Like the last 6-7 months. I had one when it started and was like, that ain't gonna work. This wasn't gonna work.
Even 3.5 years in, even having sex with anyone you want several times a day gets boring after 3.5 years. And then eventually you're all right.
It's time to settle down. Yeah.
Did you bring a date to Brittany's birthday party?
No, we were out on tour when it happened. So we were on tour with her. So it was like after the show, we all went to this spot. They had a club, like little area. Didn't have a date.
What is Brittany like?
She's a very sweet girl. Very, very Southern and sweet and like really quirky and
I saw you guys in concert opening for her at the Dream Within a Dream tour.
Yes.
And it was for the live HBO concert.
Yeah.
And it was in Las Vegas. And it was a great night. I was dancing all night. I was the only person that was above 13. That was but I loved it.
I had a bunch of my buddies, 22, 23-year-old dudes that went to that actual show, the Vegas one. I had a bunch of people come up for that one. That was a good night. That was a fun show.
Fun night. Really fun night.
I always thought that would be weird with, I shouldn't say always. I have had the thought. It's not a repeating like every day I wake up from sleep being like, thought that like, because I used to live half a block from Madison Square Garden. And so all the time on my way home, I would run into whatever concert happened to be there. And sometimes like it'd be like the Jonas Brothers. And there would just be, the block would just be filled with 13-year-old girls. Like maybe 13 through like 16-year-old girls. And I always wondered, for a band like that, it's got to be different to play in a state with a lower age of consent. Like that makes that not for the Jonas Brothers, because they were all religious and shit. But I mean, like for a band that has like a 16-year-old fan base, there's got to be someone in the band who's just like, as long as the law allows it. Like there's got to be like one of you has got to be ridiculous, right?
No. That's not how it works.
You guys aren't just circling South Carolina on your tour dates.
No, Steve's imagining that little put your hands in the middle thing before the band goes on. They go, all right, age of consent's 15. Great. No, that's not what
I do just want to point out Steve Hofstetter toured South Carolina 9 times last year.
Right.
I didn't play a single show in South Carolina last year, asshole.
Because of warrants? Were there warrants up for you, Steve?
The law. Our probation didn't end until next year. Thankfully, this COVID thing has kept us inside, so it helps me get through it, and then I can go back to South Carolina again. So that's
Oh, that's funny. Oh man.
yeah.
So, Trevor.
Hey, Rachel, can we change the subject?
Only if you want to go into contest entries, because we've got, I think, 25 paid
Holy
entries
shit.
already.
All right, we will do that
Right?
soon. But we got a couple generals. Tyler Stevens throws in $5 and asks me if I remember the dry bar show in Provo, Utah, and said I was the snorter. I really hope it wasn't taken as a heckle. Not at all. I appreciate if it on purpose snort would be weird, but we can tell the difference. Elena Wee throws in $5 for Monica and says, "So funny, keep on snorting." Hell yeah. Dana Marie throws in $10, says for the laughs. Then the other one is a contest entry. So awesome. Let's go to the next comic then. If we have
Are
a
we
ton
ready?
of
Are we ready
contest
for that?
entries.
Yeah.
Sounds
let's do
perfect.
that.
Sounds perfect. All right. So coming to the stage next, another Cleveland comic, Married It's So Great. They're great friends. I reached out to him. Again, guy I've known for a long time. Very, very funny. He's the co-host on the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS in Cleveland, Ohio. Give her Bill Squire, everybody. Bill Squire.
Hey, thank you guys. I went to the store earlier today and I couldn't find a parking spot. And when I finally found one, this old lady started yelling at me. She's like, "Hey, I was going to park there. Didn't you see my turn signal?" I was like, "Yeah, I knew you had it on, but I didn't know if you knew you had it on." I went to Home Depot. I have a condo and I had a little bit of a plumbing problem, and I was asking a guy for help, and I mixed up PVC and HVAC and kind of combined them. And I asked him, I'm like, "Hey, where do you guys keep your HPV?" And didn't skip a beat. He didn't skip a beat. He's like, "In my ex-wife." And I was like, "Me too." But I live on the 9th floor of a condo in Cleveland with a lake view, Lake Erie, so it's not the best. But it is fun to watch them. It's fun to watch them fish the dead bodies out of the water. It's like it's the darkest claw game. You're like, he's got it. Ah, dropped it. It's rigged. But I mean, right now I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to take the stairs. That's one of the rules I have for myself to be healthy right now. Is I take the stairs up to the 9th floor, no matter what, unless I have to carry something. So if I have like groceries or a package, then I'm allowed to take the elevator, and it should make me healthier. Except I just find any excuse that I can to take the stairs or to take the elevator. I'd be like, "Oh, I take the stairs, but I can't leave this expired Arby's coupon in my car." Some people don't like Arby's. I love Arby's. If you'd like to schedule your diarrhea, I like to know when things are happening. But they don't want us to be healthy in America. They really don't. You know how I know they don't want us to be healthy in America? Walgreens has a rewards program for their pharmacy. Not the store, the pharmacy. That means the sicker you are, the more points you earn. That's hilarious. Imagine going to the doctor and the doctor's like, "All right, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news. If you go to Walgreens, you're going to earn so many points." Bad news. You only got 6 to 8 months to use them. So
Wow.
But they don't want us to be healthy in America. They don't. You know how I know? We have all-you-can-eat buffets. We don't need all-you-can-eat buffets. We need all-you-should-eat buffets. That's you know how that works. You load up your plate, and before you get to sit down, you have to show all the food you have to someone that's in way better shape than you. Just walk up to them and you're like, "Huh?" And they're like, "Hmm." And you're like, "Okay, I'll check that." I actually had a health scare last year. My right eye stopped working for about 3 minutes. It was pretty terrifying. It's actually kind of pink right now, but it's not from anything you think. I'm a millennial. I eat ass. I got it the old-fashioned way. But I had a health scare last year. My right eye stopped working for about 3 minutes. I just lost vision, and I had to go to the hospital. I was in the hospital. They did a bunch of tests. They did like a CAT scan and an MRI and an EKG. And before they gave me any results for any of those tests, a nurse came into my room and dropped off a booklet that basically said, "Here's how you deal with having a stroke." And I was like, "Hey, did I have a stroke?" She was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Okay, well, real quick, because I know you're busy. What are some things that cause strokes?" And she's like, "Stress." And I'm like, "Well, you know what I find stressful?" being given a booklet on having a stroke when you're not sure if I had a stroke or not. And she's like, "That is very stressful." And then she left. And that was it. And then it turns out it wasn't a stroke. The doctor told me it's something called an ocular migraine, which is, I don't really know what it means, but it's just a fancy doctor way of saying, we don't really know what happened, but you should probably lose some weight. And if you go to Walgreens, 20 points. That's all for me.
Hey, Bill, great job. Nice work, Bill Squire. Yeah.
All right,
Great
tip
job.
jar is open. We've got some tips already coming in, but to remind everybody, if you want a tip, you can Venmo us, which we definitely prefer because YouTube doesn't take a cut of that. So you Venmo us at the top right of the screen, or you could PayPal laughfromhome.com, or you could throw in a super chat on the YouTube. And Jason Cook threw in $5, says, "Great job, Bill Squire." So thank you much, Jason. We appreciate that. And then Tyler Stevens paid $2.50 and says, "For Bill, 5 snorts for the eat ass joke." Oh my fucking God. We also got a general one that
a lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. It was a confession. And so speaking of confessions, we got a Venmo that I'm curious about. Trevor, who's Vanessa Penick? Is that your sister?
My sister. Yeah.
That's your sister. Okay, because she Venmoed $10 and says, "The Trevor questions about boy band life, questions we all want to know but never get asked," and then a whole bunch of laughing faces and said, "Keep it up." So apparently she wants us to keep grilling you. Stan also throws in, Brittany Thurston throws in $5 and says, "For Bill Squire, funny shit." Awesome. And then we've got a big general, but I'll save it for a little bit. So what do you got, Rach? What's coming in on your end?
Yeah, so I've got first Jen Winklepleck had a comment that said, "I like the Shaq shirt." She doesn't know that that's not Shaq.
That is
I don't
not
think
Shaq.
she's seen that picture. That's not Shaq.
She's in
If
for
you
a
guys don't know
surprise.
who that is, yeah, you need to look.
You know, he's a large man, just like Shaq. So
No, what's so funny about that shirt? So that's that meme that went around. It was like, "Oh, Trump has corona." It's the porn star with the huge dick. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, let's find him to see if we can get him on the show." So me and Chrissy were Googling him. He died like 3 years ago, and Chrissy was so fucking sad. It was weird. She was like,
Aw.
"Oh," she was like super disappointed that porn star guy was dead. So yeah, so he's dead.
There's actually a great article about him and like how he was like the nicest guy, and they interviewed his former, I think, fiance, and like there was this moment in the article where they just gloss over it, where she's kind of like, "Yeah, you know, he had a lot of girlfriends and would run around on me, but it's just because he got along with so many people." And I was like, "Wait, what is that?" This is a weird thing to include in his eulogy. What are you doing? Like,
That's a
He'll
Joe
never
Exotic
cheat on-
level eulogy.
Yeah, right. Where's the documentary?
He's like crying at the funeral. She's like, he'll never cheat on me again. I feel so terrible.
Rachel, what else we got before we do this contest? Because there are so many entries.
It's ridiculous. So we've got Heather Scott gave Bill $15 and said, "I follow the same stare rule. I'm still waiting for the results."
Nice.
Oh, somebody, the name didn't come through. Somebody said $5
Oh, go ahead.
and said, "Bill, laugh my ass off." Jalfi, €10, great set. Added to the tip
euros.
for the following 3 words: "I eat ass." We
You
have
really hit a wonderful niche market there. Smart.
Proud of myself.
we have Running Wild in our live audience, $5. Arby's bathroom scheduling program for the win. And then we have Carrie in our live audience, tipping $2 for some Tums next time you make that Arby's trip.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
Bill,
And then the last.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
The last
Rachel,
tip
sorry.
that I'm showing is Revel, $5. I had almost the exact same ocular migraine story. Crazy stuff.
Ooh.
And we also have from some more people, so a Venmo from the person who I have dubbed Ninika. Nina Smith threw in $5 Australian, says thanks for a good set, Bill. And then Jennifer Kofed says $5 for the pink eye. And Evan Cleve threw in $5 and said for Bill. And then also Z Bunster, the Bunst, threw in $15 says for Bill. Looking forward to earning my frequent sicko points from the pharmacy.
Bill, I got to tell you, I had the same kind of thing happen a couple months ago. I woke up and my right eye wouldn't focus, right? I just couldn't, oh my God, I couldn't get it to focus. I was looking at my phone. So finally I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror, and what it was is I had sour cream across this part of the lens. I don't know where I got it. I was wasted. I had like sour cream, and that's why I couldn't focus. It was on my lens of my glass.
Holy shit. Bowers was diagnosed with burrito.
Strikes again.
That's actually sort of more impressive than I expected, because I would have thought both of your eyes don't work on account of the jacket.
And Gleib with the home runs today.
Yeah, he was
shit. Bringing it. All right, let's do the game, because we have so many wonderful entries. Some of them we don't necessarily. I don't know what the band is, so some of them might just be my lack of music knowledge that I don't get the joke. But we're gonna try to go through as many as possible. For our comedians and guests, before we do the contest, do you guys want to play? Do you have any?
The Flu Fighters.
The Flu Fighters, nicely done.
That's great.
Do we have any folks in the live stream, the live video audience that want to play?
We do have some. I saw
panic
there.
about coronavirus.
What is it?
Widespread panic about coronavirus.
Love it.
I like
Very
that one.
solid.
That.
Nice.
I think Carrie has a great one.
Which one? I put a bunch in there.
COVID.
Wait,
COVID
I think
test dummies.
Carrie should pick her favorite, considering what Ben did on the last game.
Oh.
You're batting 1,000 on this episode. I don't want to break the streak. What do you got, Carrie?
I'm gonna go for. Can you come back to me?
Yeah, we'll come.
I like her COVID test dummies. Pretty solid.
Yeah, COVID test dummies is solid. That is solid.
Got some political commentary there. And Steve, don't worry, I will break my batting 1,000 streak with my little list of
I'm gonna run through a couple of mine real quick then.
Sure.
So we have Quarantina Marie. All right. Stay Hometown Band. Co-Village People 19. Nikki 6 feet back. And my favorite, Death Panel for Cutie.
I got mine.
All right, what you got, Carrie?
Theory of a Dead Man.
I got another.
What you got, Bill?
COVID and Cambria.
Oh, nice. How did I miss that one?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
My buddy Superman's been on the show a few times. He sent me one by text. Was STP limit one per person.
Yeah, Bowers. I entered like 8 for Superman. He sent me like 15, so I put the best ones in the chat.
Nice.
All right, and does anyone else on our panel want to participate before we go? Because since we have so many entries, I think we're gonna have to probably do just the paid ones, unless there's some really blowaway ones you want to do, Rachel.
I mean,
I
I've
do
got
like
gold
some of
whenever you're
the
ready. I
unpaid.
got gold.
Oh, let's
All
hear
right,
Ben's
let's-
list.
let's hear Ben's.
list.
All right,
Wait. Hang on. Before I hear Ben's list, hang on. I just need to stretch a bit. I'm just gonna have to fucking get ready for this. I just have to put like some. I'm gonna get some. All right, I think I'm ready for this shit. All right, let's go, Ben.
Hold
What
on
you
a
got?
second. Was that noise made by your jacket or was that your
Or your
bones?
neck.
We've never been.
By the way, I've never stretched before, and that was a mistake. I think I just shit my pants. That was a dumb thing to do. I should have done that. Wow, like I'm so embarrassed right now.
Oh man.
All right, Ben, what do we got?
Sure, here we go. I have I'm gonna try to choose only good ones here. Toilet paper Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay, decent.
Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I didn't wash my hands down.
All right, fair and appropriate.
You too stay 6 fucking feet away. Red Hot Chili Peppers delivered by Instacart.
Nice.
Good mac and cheese is all I have left to eat. Since clear water is the best way to disinfect your fruit. Blink 182 aerosolized droplets.
Oh.
Ben,
Lady-
you know how a pun works. These are all funny, but they're just you make it. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm giving a fuck. Lady Gaga got coronavirus. And I've just two left here. Jay-Z pack probably won't work, but Trump is still pushing it. And my absolute favorite, the Grateful Dead, Donald Trump's favorite band during this crisis.
Their opener is Lieutenant Governor of Texas Dan Patrick. Nicely done. All right, let's run through some of these because we have so many good ones. This is a hell of a contest. I'm going to start with a couple real quick. So we have and this one I don't know the band, but this is from Sally B. And you will know us by the trail of the and you will know us by the trail of dead. What is does anyone know the band on that one? And you will know us by I don't know what it is. We've got Darren F, which is Panic at the Costco. Nice.
Oh my God.
That's a hell of a one. We've got Caitlin Coons, and I don't know what the band name is but this is a CDC. What's AC/DC. Holy shit.
Oh, that's
CDC.
amazing. Wow.
Nice.
AC/DC.
But doesn't technically qualify because it's only a $2 entry. So, which by the way, Jennifer Kofa just threw in an extra $5, $3 for Ben's list and $2 for Bauer's reaction. So nice. Hey, Jennifer, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not contribute to the show. So,
well, Steve, keep in mind you just said that right there.
Yeah. Whole episode. And Daniel Graves throws in $5 and says "Death COVID for cutie." Nice. Nicely done. And then here's one that I enjoyed a great deal. Christopher Fleischer, on behalf of Ashley, Mega Death Toll.
Oh.
What do we have? What do we have in the YouTube, Rich?
Yeah, so there's just two that I want to give shout outs to that are not paid entries. Denise Cook, men not at work.
Oh, nice.
And then that Lane Boy said, "NSYNC slowly into depression."
One problem with that is this is not happening slowly. We are on our way there. All right, what do we got?
Okay, so we've got Revel on behalf of Hayden Barker. Obviously, The Cure.
Oh, nice.
Josh Proddy also had Flu Fighters. We have Jews Box, Peter, Paul, and Typhoid Mary.
I like that one.
I caught myself.
That was just a small trip up. We can't give her
It
shit about that
doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Now, if she had said Typhoon Mary and stuck the landing, that would be
Fair. Ben Garver came in with Infectious Al Yankovic. Deanie McQueen, The Bare Naked Maladies.
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 Oh,
No,
Maladies.
Rachel.
So now I love picturing like some guy with a fedora being like, Malady.
Rachel, I've done it again.
I just can't.
Doesn't count as a
Bowers.
You're my favorite person that's ever lived, Rachel. You're my favorite person that's ever lived. I have laughed so hard from you the last fucking 2 weeks. I'm not kidding. Almost all of my joy is Rachel based right now. It's so great. Thank you so much for not being able to read again and again and again. You just make my life so fucking great. I mean, I'm not kidding, man.
Yes, Rachel, please open tomorrow's show with a dinner jacket and top hat and say, "Bare naked, my ladies."
Also, by the way, I just want to remind us that this show is sponsored by Jamie Kennedy's Bone Broth, brought to you by Joy from Rachel, which is the parent company. Also, I want to apologize for my lack of band knowledge. So Heather on the YouTube apparently says, and you'll know us by the Trail of the Dead, is the band name. So that is an appropriate band name.
She was just promoting her own. She was just promoting her own band for $5. That was a nice move.
Yeah.
That was a good job. We're all going to Google it, and that's going to have 10,000 more fans. This will be good. That's good.
By the way, Tyler Stevens just threw in $5 and said, "Boys Too Dead." Nice. What else we got?
Running Wild in our live audience gave $2. More money for Rachel's reading lessons. And Josh Proddy, 10 pounds, money specifically for Rachel. Can we get back to the contest?
Yeah, let's go to the contest.
Mountain Stew has the virus formerly known as COVID-19. We have Kelly Comstock, Rage Without a Vaccine.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I totally didn't even think of when we did Flu Fighters. We also could have done Flu Schnickens.
Oh, nice.
No 97. Okay, let's continue. That's the kind of music I like. Go ahead.
Flu Schnickens is great.
Jalfi.
Thank you.
Jalfi has the Rolling SARS.
Oh my
God. Carrie gave on behalf of Heather Scott for Florence and the Vaccine.
Nice.
I like that.
By the way, I wish we were doing songs so we could have done Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh, by the way, that'll be a quarantine soon, Steve. Let's not.
Okay, I won't ruin it.
We have Josh Proddy, Corona Eat World.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
lost Bowers. Your entry lost us Bowers.
No, I had to write that one down. I gotta write them down if I would have.
Yeah.
Jonathan, it was Ben folds 5 face masks from old t-shirts.
Oh no! Oh, nice.
We have Heather Scott, Nick Cave, and the Bad Sneeze.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I don't know that one. Jalfi, from on behalf of David Magnus, Alice in Quarantine.
Oh, nice.
Ben Garver, COVID and the Funny Men.
What's that one?
I don't know that band. Echo and the Funny Men.
Echo.
If you want to compete, it really helps bands that exist if you do real bands.
We have Jalfi also giving on behalf of Chris Asmo. Thank you, Jalfi. Runs and Noses.
Nice. Or based on LA City Ordinance, Guns and Closes.
We have Jonathan S. UB40 steps from the person behind you in line.
Nice. Or UB40 or younger if you're going to make it.
Oh, that's nice.
Razvan Mindro, Red Hot Chili Fever.
All right. I like that.
We've got Richard Earl Deary, Pandemic, the Village People, Dicka Virus.
It's no, Ben already did that one.
This one's good.
I don't know
Jeremy
what that
Day.
one even means. All right.
Jeremy Day on behalf of Ming Mercy. Lincoln Park's closed. Randy Longmire. Asymptomatic 98 degrees.
Oh, it's a boy band. That's amazing.
That's good.
Z Bunster. 9-inch Coffin Nails.
Shit. Oh, that's dark.
We have Frank Notaro. Boy George and the Corona Club.
I like that one.
Vince Falconer. The Furloughed Fighters.
Nice.
I can just jump in for a quick second. Frank Notaro was an amazing host of the show.
Still different last name. Still different last name.
I was so hoping you'd say that, Ben. I was hoping Ben would say that.
I was waiting for that.
Thank you, Ben, for delivering like you do every
You're very
day,
welcome.
except that one day with the food funds. But other than that, you did it.
This one's great. So, To the Rescue on behalf of Jen Winklepleck, Placebo O-Town, and their hit single Liquid Vaccines.
Placebo Town.
O-Town. We have Jeremy Day. I only have a couple left. Jeremy Day, 3 6 feet back mafia.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Would have also accepted 3 6 feet under mafia.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Too dark.
No.
We have Heather Scott. Credence Corona Revival.
Nice.
On behalf of Resort Dog. And then let's see, Ben Garver, The Dead Coffers.
Is that the Dead
Coffers,
Kennedys or
Koughers? I don't know that band.
yeah? Instead of like Dead Kennedys, but Dead Coffers. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
But then
then-
there's also I have Dave Eisner on Venmo. By the way, I said Rachel's really on a roll since Hermone. And then this one, I think this one is a stretch. It says instead of AWOL Nation, it's AWOL Vaccine for the Nation.
And I have one last one on YouTube that just came in from Resort Dog Sar Crawler.
What's that one? Bar Crawler? Is that a band? I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, that's the winner.
Nightcrawler?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Maybe
right.
that one was funny and Rachel just said it wrong. Quit to the flicking me off.
Yeah. Turned out that submission actually just said flu fighters again. It was weird. She read it that way. All right, we have so many great ones. So what do we?
We had some audience ones in the chat too. Did we get any of those that were any that we did?
We did those before we started the contest.
I thought there were a bunch that. Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw
Yeah,
a bunch.
There were just so many paid ones. I didn't want to like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we did a bunch of those from the audience.
Yes.
All right, comedians. We want to vote on your favorites. So Bill Squire, what did you like?
Oh, microphone back up here. I like the I didn't pay attention that well.
All right, Monica Nevi. Monica Nevi, what did you like? We'll come back to Bill.
Monica left a minute ago.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Trevor's got a vote.
okay, Trevor.
What you got, Trevor?
I like the Lincoln Park's closed.
You know what?
Same.
Lincoln Park's closed. Bill, do you want to chime in? I was just fucking around.
Yeah, let's go with Lincoln Park's closed. That was fucking hilarious.
Awesome. Lincoln Park's closed with 2 votes. Chris Bowers, what do you got?
Well, Lincoln Park's closed is one of them. I like Runs and Noses was a really funny Crony Eats World, but I gotta go with Panic at the Costco. Panic at the Costco is fucking hilarious. I really to the point where I think we should make T-shirts that just say Social Club Panic at the Costco.
Panic at the Club.
They exist.
And I will say, we're gonna do this too, guys. This is the new thing we're doing. New thing is that the hashtag on Twitter and Instagram. We do both Instagram and Twitter, guys. I don't know this, but
can I introduce this because I feel like you're not going to say it right now.
I agree. You know what? I agree 100%. I was going to fuck that up. So Ben, please. Yes, go for it, Ben. Introduce.
Okay, nice. So not only will we be announcing a winner right now, but we will also be turning this into basically a hashtag war. So everybody who paid for an entry, everybody who did a free entry, everybody in the video chat, please make sure that you also tweet your answers and use the 2 hashtags, hashtag quarantine bans and hashtag SDSC. Put those 2 hashtags in it and encourage all your friends and followers to hashtag their own entries. And tomorrow at the top of the show, we will announce an additional winner from the best of all of the internet. So you get a second chance to win, and also the general public does. Plus they get to hear about our show. So hashtag SDSC and hashtag quarantine bans.
Yeah, and we're gonna do some as well. Unfortunately, Ben will run out of characters because Twitter only allows 280 characters, so his entries won't fit. But
well, you're very lucky I didn't read the one on my list that I thought everybody would not enjoy.
Oh Lord!
I have to hear that now. You know, I have to.
Yeah,
hear that
now we have to hear that one.
And by the way,
okay.
you were pressing this is terrible, so we're not gonna make fun of you for being terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Terrible.
This is at the level of Beyond Seder acai bowls.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. Metallica got arrested because don't lick stuff right now.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus!
Could have gone without
metal licka. Someone licking metal.
I love how you can be simultaneously so yes.
Milady.
By the way, we got to make Caleb sign and do that with his hats. His next set each time. Just
totally agree with you and everything you're saying right
Malady.
now. I think we should get Caleb back for that for sure.
Yeah,
I think that's a smart move.
Okay. But we haven't finished voting on this one. Ben, what was your favorite?
Came in early, but no doubt, Panic at the Costco is hilarious, and I know puns.
So there's a tie right now. There's a tie between Panic at the Costco and Lincoln Park's closed. I will break that tie because one of those is my pick as well. although they were both on my list, as well as Asymptomatic 98 Degrees and Mega Death Toll were also on my list. There were some really great ones here.
Point out our video audience has almost unanimously voted for Panic at the Costco.
Yeah. What's coming in? What's coming in on the chat, Rachel? Before I cast my vote.
So when Panic at the Costco first came in, everybody just said, "Stop the contest. It's the winner." A lot of people like Lincoln Park's closed too, but Panic at the Costco is getting a lot of love.
Well, I'm going to vote for Metallic. No, I can't even remember. It was so bad. The winner is Panic at the Costco. That is the winner. That said, Lincoln Park's closed, and all the other entries have a chance to win our hashtag game, though. So if you are the Panic at the Costco entry, please make sure to go to our website, laughfromhome.com. There's an email address on the bottom. Email us your info, and we will hook you up with the prize. But as we said, we are going to do this. We're going to do this overnight till tomorrow's show. So make sure to entry with the hashtags Quarantine Band and SDSC. We will play along as well, and we will encourage some of our comedians to do the same. And who some of your favorite regulars on the show, maybe they'll play along with us too. And we'll pick another winner. So we'll do 2 winners of this game.
Is it quarantine or team? Which is the
It's not either of them, Bowers. I'm so glad that you found a way to still mess it up, even though I took that away from you. It is hashtag Quarantine Bands.
Quarantine. EAM or
quarantine, teen, as in the word we're all under right now. Quarantine.
So not quarantine, our whole thing we're trying to brand, but quarantine.
Correct,
the other
because
thing.
we have to make the challenge clear to people that are playing it in the hashtag.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what we should do? Let's have a meeting about this before the show's over.
Yep.
If
Yeah,
we
we
want to
should.
just run this
Sounds like it.
concept. Yeah. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. It's got a graph on it. So if you guys want to head out. Okay. We're gonna wrap shortly here. I did get another amazing Venmo come in from we got a Venmo from Megan Smith. Says, thanks for all the laughs. This is one of the things that keeps that's keeping me sane this insane time. Hope this helps someone in need. And it is $110.11. So that is awesome. Which, and I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but I used to live there. 11011 is a zip code in New York. So I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it struck me as that, since that's the center of this whole thing. So thank you very much for doing that, Megan. We appreciate it.
Long Island City, right?
Yeah, Long Island City. That's where I'm from.
And if that was on purpose, you're gonna have to watch out for stalkers, Steve.
Yeah, where I used to live. Not on purpose for me. It's a shout out. I thought it might have been a shout out to New York right now because of what's going on. Ben, I don't know if you know, there's this virus that's been happening lately, and it's responsible for a lot of puns.
What?
Yeah.
That is not wonderful news. That is not at all.
Ting! Another one. He's just cranking them out of the park today. Ben Gleib. Win.
Ben is hitting for the cycle. So okay. With that, Rachel, do we have any more super chats come in before we wrap up here?
Yeah, I just want to catch up real quick. So we had another tip for Bill came in. It was who did it? It was To the Rescue, $6. Arby's has a 2 for $6 sandwich deal right now. Enjoy, Bill. We had Frank Notaro donate $1, and he said, "I put up a pic now, so you know that I'm a different Frank, Ben."
That picture, it'll be a picture of Frank Notaro, the host of Street Smart. It's a great old
different Frank.
Absolutely.
We had Sila Latte give 2 Aussies. We had that Lane Boy £5 and said, "I saw Steve in Liverpool. I hope he comes back to the UK soon." Unrelated note, I decided to do a 2020 sober. I'm slowly regretting that decision.
The first half of that is awesome. Second half, my condolences.
We had Richard Earl Deary, $5, fine up chunks. I don't know if that was a late entry. And then Jalfi gave 6 euros and said hello from Ireland. Ben the Mad Lab Gleib.
Thank you so much. And I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Last one, we had a Facebook comment from Carrie Mooney, gave 250 stars. I loved your show the other night at the Nowhere Comedy Club. One of the only issues I had was the super laughers. But this is awesome. Y'all are laughing at one another. It's perfect. Thank you, and keep this up.
Oh, thank you. And by the way, those of you who were at the 6 p.m. show last Monday, we did fix the audio. We figured out it was just 2 people laughing while eating their microphone, which is a weird decision that they made, but happened. They figured that they would get the best audio if their microphone was in their mouth, which is you're supposed to put it in front, like that, in front of the mouth. So, yeah.
I think at this point of the show, Trevor's had enough time to count how many times he's had sex with 2 women at the same day. So I think we're probably ready for an actual number. Trevor,
I thought that was the
number.
I thought that was the UB40 entrance.
And I also can't say one thing, and it's not the thorough idea because it's and then no one knows.
Hope that's a microphone.
Oh man,
It's actually.
I hope it's not the guy on Bill's shirt. And it's a microphone.
It's the guy everybody's been sending memes around.
All right, we got to wrap up. We got a Nowhere Comedy Club show coming up right after this, so we got to wrap up, guys.
Let's do it. Bill Squire.
Right.
Well, first I'm gonna give Monica's post or plug. She's got to get out. It's just at Monica Nevi, which is on the screen. At Monica Nevi, check that out, and then go to her documentary on Amazon Prime, 80 for 80. Bill Squire, what do you got to plug? Where can we find you, man?
Instagram at Bill Squire, and then listen to the Alan Cox Show on the iHeartRadio app every day from 2 to 6:30 p.m. And then we also do a YouTube live stream that we every day, and then we archive that. So we're putting out content every day.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, Chris Bowers.
Just as always at Bowers Comedy, and my new album just came out last Tuesday. It was #1 for 2 days, as we know. Unpopular opinion, just bowersalbum.com. Check that out. And I would say, honestly, listen to O-Town's new music. They've been producing songs for the last couple years, and it's just great. It's just, I really, really, really like it. And I'm friends with Trevor, obviously, but it's really good music. Check it out.
And speaking of that, Trevor Penick.
Yes. That's at Trevor Penick 24, Twitter, Instagram. Check it out. Check out O-Town Official. You can see us live. Follow me on Instagram. Now I'm going to go listen and sulk my sorrows in some Kenny G. It sucks to be single during quarantine.
Is that, by the way, you leave. Before you leave, wait.
Yes,
I was going to ask, are you Trevor Penick 24 because Lou registered the first 23?
It's for Kobe, okay? For Kobe.
Yeah. Just making sure. All right, and Ben Gleib.
Thank you very much. What a fun show. Trevor, thanks for being with us. Isolation Nation, we really appreciate having you here. If you can wait 20 or 30 more minutes, Bowers will be happy to show you to your table. And since we were doing band names and somebody plugged their own, if you want to see a weird throwback of mine on YouTube, you can Google search Fun Mountain, Fun MTN period, Beats in My Van. I used to have a rap group called Fun Mountain with Kai Aarons, and our video and our one song, Beats in My Van, is actually pretty dope. The song is ridiculous, so check that out. And please watch my hour special, Neurotic Gangster, right here on YouTube. It's only got like 10,000 views. We got to get that up so that I don't feel sad. And that's it. Thank you guys for being here.
No, it's not.
I know. I'm kicking it to you.
Okay, just making sure, because that's it usually means that's it. So
that's it for my long list of plugs.
Oh, I got confused. Okay. I know we had a couple of last-minute support come in. Tyler Stevens Venmoed $1 and said, Bowers, please wear a yellow jacket to complete the primary colors. I saw a couple last minutes come in. What do we got?
And that's it. Oh, there's more?
No, Rachel.
Oh, okay.
We don't have any more super. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan Clark gave like $2 and did a little teddy bear dancing hearts emoji.
Nice.
Awesome.
Really
And
sweet.
all right.
And then
well,
Jalfi, €2, said COVID will be remembered for the memes.
yeah. The well, we're gonna do our best contributing to that. Make sure to play our hashtag game after this. Again, it's quarantine bands with an S and a hashtag, and also SDSC and a hashtag, and that will enter you to win the prize. As for me, this was super fun as always, and I am going to go host a live comedy show. Right after this, it starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Brett Druck is starring in it. Not only was Brett one of the first comics we had on the show, he is also my longtime tour buddy. I've been touring with him for 5 years. One of my absolute favorite comics, super funny, and his jokes are very short and punchy, which is made for a medium like this. It's going to be super fun. We already have over 100 tickets sold. So join us. You can get your ticket at nowherecomedyclub.com. And while you're there, check out the upcoming shows. We have an amazing lineup coming up and adding new names to it all the time. So stay tuned for more live stand-up. And we're going to be back tomorrow. We got Christopher Titus as the guest tomorrow, right?
Yes, very exciting.
Yeah, one of my favorite comedians. Super, super funny. Super, super dark. I cannot wait to see what he has to say about what's going on right now. It's going to be an awesome episode. Join us again tomorrow. You guys were awesome. As always, bye, Isolation Nation. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's it.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
That's it.